George Russell will not go quietly into the night. He must have been watching all of the Rocky films in the past week or something, because he's gone and hit back against Antonelli and Hamilton straight away by putting it on pole in Barcelona. You'll have to forgive my makeshift filming setup. I'm currently working away in Norway. Now, I don't need to tell you that George has had a bad few races recently, and he has fell victim to a big string of bad luck that has seen his teammate get a 50-point jump on him. There's no easy way to say it. 68 points is a massive deficit to have at this point in the season. But he's back on top, at least until the race starts. Could this be the weekend that he starts to turn it around a little bit and puts an end to Antonelli's incredible winning streak? I mean, it is still a hell of a climb to claw back the points and close the gap to Antonelli, but this is a good start. Hopefully it will be the start of a good run for him. And I'm not saying that because I'm biased or I'm particularly a massive fan of George, but it would be nice to see the title fight be a little bit closer than what it is. We don't want to go back to the days of putting a bit of tape across the top of the screen so it blocks out number one and then you watch everything pretending that Max Verstappen was not there. You know, like we had to do when he was completely untouchable. You sort of ignored the fact that first place was there on the screen and then just watched the remaining 19 drivers that we had. That made it pretty interesting. So this is the first time this year that Antonelli is not on the front row of the grid. A bit of a reality check for him, maybe? Maybe that's not the right phrase for it, but hopefully he does remember that he does actually have an actively racing teammate. He's not just breaking down for fun. George is not just going to take this points deficit lying down. Charles Leclerc brings the red flag out again. Oh, poor old Charles. You've got to feel for him. He must be absolutely gutted. Seeing Hamilton qualify second, barely more than half a tenth away from pole, must be horrible to see, knowing that you're not part of it. He must have been absolutely screaming in that helmet whilst he was hurtling towards the barrier. Knowing that they've got a genuinely competitive car this weekend, it is a bit of a kick in the testes. Albeit by himself, he has already commented on the crash and he says that he makes no excuses and that he's ashamed. I think he's being a bit hard on himself there, although he does seem to have a mistake up his sleeve all the time. It kind of feels like everything's gone downhill for him since he got married. The old ball and chain weighing him down, well, definitely slowing him down anyway. Honourable mentions for qualifying go to Lance Stroll, actually, for out-qualifying Fernando Alonso for the first time in 42 races. I think the best part about it is when he was asked about it, he just said, I don't give a shit. He just doesn't care. You got to hand it to him. He's good at not giving the press anything to work with. So not a lot of fun for Alonso starting in last place in what is probably his very last race in Barcelona. Maybe he'll do better in the race. And also Isaac Hadjar. I've been saying it. He's bloody good. He qualified right behind Verstappen and only 0.05 of a second off his lap time. I think that's mega impressive to be that close to a 4-time world champion, and I really can sense an in-house battle happening sometime in the future between these two. On to my predictions for the race. It's a long old run down to turn 1. I think that Hamilton will get the toe and he'll take the lead into turn 1. I think there's a good chance that we're going to see the two Mercedes battling, which would be great to see, to be honest, because we were absolutely robbed of that in Canada due to Russell's car breaking down. Let's just hope it's not a repeat of a decade ago with the two Mercedes cars. I think that we need to keep an eye on the Red Bulls as well, because things could get spicy between those two. End results for the race, I'm going to go with Russell P1, Antonelli P2, and I think that although Hamilton might get ahead initially into turn 1, he'll either lose that lead just due to the pace of the Mercedes, or Ferrari will mess up the strategy. Let's face it, it's not unlikely. If you think otherwise, put your predictions for the race in the comments. And if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoy my videos, please do hit the like and the subscribe button. It is the best way to support the channel. Cheers.